first presentation of this segment is Mr. Vipul Shah, Chairman of the Jewellery Export Promotion Council in India. He's going to be the first of the presenters. If you can help me welcome him to the front and make the presentation of the council.
Good morning, honorary dignitaries on the dais, excellencies, ministers, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and a privilege indeed to be here amongst luminaries from the Zimbabwe government and the world's diamond industry. On behalf of the Gem and Jewellery Export Promotion Council of India, as well as the Indian Diamond Trade, I wish to extend our warm greetings to the Honorable Minister of Mines and Mining Development, Dr. Obert Moses Ampofu, Ministers of the Government of Zimbabwe, Mr. Godwins, Masim Renwa, Chairman, Zimbabwe Mining Development Corporation, distinguished guests and members of the industry, as well as the respected members of the press. It gives me great pleasure to represent India and the Indian gem and jewellery industry at this landmark event today. And I take this opportunity to thank the eminent Dr. Mafufu, who has been the force behind transforming the mining regulations in Zimbabwe and providing necessary focus and impetus into the regularization and growth of the mining industry, particularly the diamond and the small-scale mining. Dr. Mafufu's commitment to his nation and his fearless engagement with the Kimberley Process Certificate Scheme, advocating the sale of Marange diamonds, has been extremely remarkable. And it is this drive that brings us all here from the different parts of the world today as we explore avenues to overcome past difficulties and forge new business relationships with this wonderful country. I am coming from India, a land of limitless opportunities, to Zimbabwe, a country which is close to India right from its inception, as Zimbabwe from its days of being Rhodesia. Our destinies have been common as we struggle to get freedom from the oppression and exploitation from the identical regions. We all know that India was the first country to discover diamonds which were alluvial in nature in the banks of River Krishna in southern parts of India some 4 centuries back. It was the first country to cut and polish it to give in the preciousness in value amongst the many firsts in its name. It was India who democratized the usage of diamonds and increased the yield for the miners by cutting and polishing rough diamonds to the last cent. Regimenting its labor force and mass manufacturing of diamonds has shown the world how it can be used for welfare of the masses beyond its usage as an item of adornment only by the rich and famous. Thus, diamonds, the gift of nature, which remain for millions of years deep down the earth, have brought happiness to the faces of millions of fellow countrymen of both of our countries by coming out of it. It also brings happiness when it is adorned by millions in the world by creating the emotional connect, which is a different kind of happiness. But we need to realize that both of such happiness is essential for both our countries. The diamond industry and the people connected with it, whether they are the miners, the manufacturers, the wholesalers or the retailers. If it is a question of welfare or consumption, depending on which side of the chain you are. Both sides reserve the right to decide about its destiny. We believe both also have the competency to forge strong bond to multiply such happiness in both ends of the chain if we create the right kind of synergies. If we talk of synergies, India and Zimbabwe shares perfect synergies, but the foremost is the synergy of determining its destinies. Especially in the last few years, our destiny in diamonds and welfare of people through its trade got bonded like never before and has matured in recent times through proactive actions on the part of Zimbabwe government and the Indian diamond industry. I want to assure on behalf of the industry that we will carry the torch forward and put it into a firm pedestal. This conference will go a long way in nurturing the relationship that is built with trust and goodwill. We have not forgotten Your Excellency visit to India in 2010 for the first time on the invitation of the Indian diamond industry at our own conference of this type, Minds to Market. However, India has never believed in exclusivity of knowledge, as India has always shared the knowledge with the world. From thousands of years, be it in spirituality, yoga, or the word of non-violence, we have recently embarked in setting up the Indo-African Diamond Institute in Botswana to impact knowledge to the African people with the knowledge of our skills in diamonds, which has been earned with the toil and sweat of millions of our workers through the last 4 decades. We welcome the entire diamond fraternity of Zimbabwe and the people connected with it to come to India, not only to conduct business with Indian diamonders, but also enrich them with such knowledge. We will always be open to it. India today has approximately a 65% share of world's polished market by value, 85% share by carat volume, and a staggering 90% in terms of number of pieces. However, not only in manufacturing skills, India's growth as a consumer market also is phenomenal in recent times. The country with the third largest GDP in Asia, large middle class, the youngest population in the world, has witnessed its gem and jewelry consumption to grow at a rate of 10 to 15% per annum through the last decade. While the country is the largest consumer of gold globally, the demand for diamonds and diamond jewelry has been growing over 40% per annum as per the KPMG study. Being a substantial exporter of the cut and polished diamonds to the international market, India has been a key importer of rough diamonds from across the globe, besides being one of the major buyers of rough diamonds from Zimbabwe as well. We are aware that the last 2 years have been tough and we have suffered together, but we will prosper together too. Rising international prices of diamonds in recent years has resulted in a reduction of the Indian exports of the cut and polished diamond segment, raising concerns over high cost of imports. A conscious decision to source rough directly from mining countries was made, and since then the Council continues its initiative to establish relationships directly with mines and mining countries in order to obtain rough directly from the source. Zimbabwe, with its large number of diamond mines, shows a promising prospect the country could hold the future of diamond industry. The Maranje operable mines have the potential to produce conceivably as much as 110 million to 160 million carats a year, which would double the current global output, meeting at least 25% of the world's requirement for diamond rough. We support Zimbabwe's objective in achieving great success with diamond exploration and production and in becoming the foremost diamond entity in Africa and in the world. Being a part of the international trade, the onus also lies upon my colleagues here from various markets to lend support to this growing industry and work hand in hand with miners who have invested in setting up international standards and practices in mining operations and who are now ready to meet the requirements of the global gem and jewelry trade. I am sure that intense interaction with our hosts here over the course of the coming 2 days will open up many opportunities to not just the Indian diamond trade community but to the world in general. I take this opportunity to wish the Zimbabwean government and the participating mining companies every success in the endeavor would enable fruitful negotiations and open pathways for better understanding and growth between all countries present here today. Thank you once again for having us here today and good day.